John and I had to choose who to live with. John chose our father, who owned a company, without hesitation, and I could only choose my unemployed mother. Unexpectedly, a month later, my father's company went bankrupt. John wandered everywhere with him, hiding from debt collectors, while I followed my mother, who remarried into a wealthy family, living a luxurious life. Seeing how good my life became, John grew jealous. He drove a truck straight toward me. When I opened my eyes again, I was reborn back to the day of my parents' divorce. They were in the middle of a fierce argument. My father said his factory wasn't doing well. He could only afford to raise one child. Jack was weak and couldn't do heavy work. Naturally, he wanted the stronger John. After speaking, my father's guilty eyes darted away. He didn't dare look at either of his sons. My mother was furious when she heard this. She had heard David's factory was about to be demolished for compensation. Now he wanted to dump a sickly child on her, just so he could take John and enjoy the payout in secret. Saying this, she yanked John to her side, then firmly declared she would raise John, and I would be left to father. In my previous life, this was the moment when both parents pushed me away, not wanting me. They both wanted the sweet-talking, strong John, and I was thrown to my mother like garbage. The result was that my father gambled away all the demolition money, while my mother, shortly after the divorce, unexpectedly married Larry, a famous real estate tycoon in the city. At that moment, a voice interrupted everyone's argument. It was John, saying he wanted to go with mom. I snapped my head toward my brother beside me, and in that instant, I understood. I wasn't the only one reborn. John was reborn too. My father froze, because John had always been close to him. John shot him a look of disgust, then turned to my mother with a greasy smile, saying he would be filial to her from now on. My mother was stunned by his sudden words. Then she was secretly overjoyed. She quickly decided I would follow my father, and eagerly cut ties with David. My mother looked at David, saying each would raise one child, and they would never contact each other again. My father was about to refuse, but unexpectedly, I also said I wanted to follow him. John almost burst out laughing when he heard that. His eyes were full of smug triumph. Then he pretended to be sincere, saying he chose mom only because her health was poor and she needed care, and when he became rich in the future, he wouldn't forget to give his brother a bite to eat. I looked at John's petty, triumphant face. A faint, cold glint flashed in my eyes. In the last life,